Right now.
Yeah, there, I can take the side by side.
She looks dry. So I say let's go ahead and start it up. Let's let it idle for a minute. See if it dies. I think that may have been our whole problem the whole time.
I farted over here.
When you start it up, keep that engine coolant fan on.
Fan on?
Radiator fan on.
Sounds like it's running 10 times smoother though.
It's running a lot better. 48 PSI. Let it idle for a minute. See what it does. You may have fixed it well, I am. You know what's even better, Jeff? I don't see any fuel leaking out. That's always a nice thing. See, that kind of hurts the fuel economy. A little bit pre-rev. Right back, guys. Remember that? Don't install it.
It may.
Inch and a half travel.
I think you move it up in this top hole, it'll take all that play out.
Copyright.
We do not own copyrightation to this Amazon Prime
Any of this
music
music.
station.
Move your video right off of that.
Just deafen your ears to the Amazon music that's playing.
Take your shit right off of YouTube.
We prefer the sound of race cars, but
Yeah. Got the skid ready.
what size do you need?
Hiding shit in your
Hey, did you
phone.
see what flew through my window in the race?
You can't see what it. Well, like I said, that's what it was.
That's part of it. That's just a small part of what hit my helmet. I think it used to be a conch shell. Racing down here in Florida, you get a lot of shells in your group.
The 3/8 out here already?
Yes. You used it back here for some.
What's this lead? You were the one back there working.
No. 3/8 should be in there.
It's not.
Might be on top of this whole box then. They told me 3/8, I tried a 3/8, 3/8 didn't work, so I pulled it 16.
Yeah, it's not on top either. What'd you do with it, Steven?
3/8.
So where can we expect to see the number 26 car
I knew I put it back. Don't
for
try
your
to blame
next
that shit
race?
on me.
Well, we're hoping to see it in Victory Lane. That's why we're out here working on it.
No, you're running for second this week. So,
Running for second.
Yeah, Paul's gonna win.
no,
Well,
Paul's running for third.
Paul Shedd's driving Steven's car this weekend.
Yeah, I'm stepping out.
So
Yeah, that way it'll actually get a good finish.
Bitch, I got fourth.
Jeff has a lot of faith in Paul. He thinks I'm going to finish second. Second to Paul.
Don't worry, Jeff will be in third.
Let's
Still
go
be
next
ahead of
size
you.
down.
No,
5/16 maybe.
Probably a 10 mil ring.
he'll be third in the heat race.
So yeah, I think one of our biggest problems from last week was we had a lot of trouble on starts. I think it was a fuel regulator the whole time. Wouldn't start. On the start, I'd get passed by 4 or 5 cars, spend the next 2 or 3 laps playing catch up, just trying to catch back up to the guys. And once you get it past 8,000 RPM and go good, well, these Kawasaki engines have 8 injectors in them, 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top. The secondaries don't kick in until around 7,500 RPM. So on the starts, it was spitting and sputtering and popping and wheezing and choking and coughing and hacking and farting. Until I got up to around 7,000 RPM when the secondaries kicked in, then it would take off like a scalded cat. So, we think it was all in the regulator.
Fuel issue.
Now that we got a new regulator in the car, thanks to Mr. Jeff Newton, we will get another tune and test. We are having problems finding this wrench. Stay wrong one.
Bigger, smaller.
Bigger than 5/16, smaller than 10 millimetric. Maybe 9 millimetric? I don't know. Definitely a different
Could be
size.
a 9 mil.
Peanut's not good at the track, but good at the race shop.
Peanuts are fine at the track if you're not
I already ate
superstitious.
mine.
Huh?
So peanuts are fine at the track if you're not superstitious.
That's true.
Well, some superstitions are different than
Hey,
others.
steak on a stick's amazing at the track.
Yes.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I found out that cheese fries are not good at the track.
Well, the concession stands are closed down now.
Yeah. Open them back up, Volusia.
I don't know what they plan on doing this year.
You're like the Jesse Eckerton of Catfish Posse.
Basically. It's alright.
No, but you drive it like a FedEx truck.
I like it's one of the last things I drove.
Dude,
So
like-
55 miles an hour.
So like literally,
Yeah, at 55 miles an hour.
he didn't like plant one arm that way. It was like a good apex twister. It was just grabbing on. Like if you like started to get loose, you were like,
Easy, big fella.
How'd that feel?
That hurt.
Yeah, I imagine it did.
but no, you spaghetti arm this one.
Shit happens.
You get there, it becomes time to practice.
I may have adjusted it too far. Do a quick start. If it revs up quick, turn it off. Because I may have pulled a little too much throttle.
A little too much.
12,000 RPM.
I got up to 7.
Well, at least your upper injectors were kicked in.
This is true.
Second
Hey, if you set it there, your upper injectors will always be kicked in, so you'll just be good to go.
Yeah. Just everybody would be looking at you funny and staging. when you roll across the track. Like, what the fuck?
Or after winning, you're sitting in scales with the engine going, bouncing off the red limiter. Okay. Bring her back down. Find that happy sweet spot. Don't be giving away all our top secrets here.
Well, that's the bad part about videos. You show more than you always want to.
These set screws add 10 horsepower.
You don't have to tell them that.
Well,
Because now they know.
Knowing is half the battle.
Good job.
Battery's back in the cockpit again.
I took it out for a reason.
it's a good luck battery.
It was added weight that we didn't need.
That
Kidding me?
added weight might be just what he needs.
It's rotating weight. It moves
Well,
wherever
he got
you want.
second with it.
He
that
also
would-
won with it the week before.
Who knows it was in there the week before? Maybe it wasn't in there. That little ounce battery maybe shifted all the weight the wrong
Maybe
way.
one day you might throw on your gas pedal.
Oh no.
What'd you do?
Pull it all the way out.
Yeah, maybe one day you'll finish in front of me on the track. Because the only race we've been in together,
Yeah,
both races we've been in together, you were behind me.
I remember passing you going into turn 3. on the
Yeah,
first
okay, yeah,
lap
Pat. Yeah, where'd you finish?
When you thought you were on the bottom.
Where'd you finish?
A DNF doesn't count. That's
On
not
the tow
considered
truck.
a finish yet.
What about Bubba's?
Jeff said he finished behind the tow truck.
Yeah, he did finish behind the tow truck. So.
That's exactly where I've been.
One place behind the tow truck.
Not your fault, but car's fixed, ready to go again.
My day's coming. I can tell you that. I have not, since I got in this class, I've not had a bad accident to where I have to rebuild anything.
Because he was.
Just
Trying to
being
knock on wood.
superstitious.
Or something hollow, one of the two.
Hollow's definitely in my head.
Alright, are we all the way down? I don't know.
But if any of these big block guys or anything bigger motors are looking at this like, what the fuck do y'all gotta do?
I think we got slack now. Let's start her up and see what we got.
That sounds better.
That's better. We got on pedal.
You want a little bit in there just for waiting.
We have no pedal. There's pedal.
Go ahead and shut it off. Somebody go ahead and work that pedal all the way to the floor. I want to see if we're getting wide open here.
What am I doing with this?
Hand it to Willer. You do it.
All you gotta do is reach in here. You gotta get in. It's full.
Put up a little. Go down. Go down.
That's all we're getting.
Steven over here is changing himself a air filter.
Trailer.
Yeah, it's
That's the filter you need to run up by the motor.
He just would have knocked out of it before though.
At my motor.
I barely put any pressure on.
It's very thin compared to that one.
I was about to say here as well.
And rightfully so, I should.
Stick that in the camera's face there.
For $85, let's put this one back.
You see how dirty that is? That's not what you want running through your motor. It's through the air. What they're putting in now is, it's a Canon. Is it like a metal mesh?
Yeah, it's metal.
He's recording.
Who's recording?
Whoa.
You got it in the right way?
Double checking, making sure it only goes one way. It only goes one way. It's very thin compared to that one.
Oh yeah. The one in your car is about this thick too.
Yeah. Like very thin, like twice.
It's all good.
It's alright though. It's lighter.
Let it breathe.
5 more horsepower.
2 horsepower.
High airflow.
And you also don't have that screw.
No, I eliminated it. We were missing one on the perimeter, so I took the one on the middle and put it on the outside.
Pulled
Have
your
you
air filter out and
to
started
make sure
sneezing
that
immediately.
Nothing leaks? Huh? Did you start fuel pump, make sure nothing
Yeah.
leaks?
Oh, I still haven't remembered to bring that when I got out of the house.
If anything, just if you could just bring it to the races. Okay, he's got a third battery.
I'll text you.
Yeah, you got a battery. Pop that one in there too.
I should have a pretty good memory to be able to text him and run either Friday or Saturday.
This one's got the charger hole is right on the camera.
Really? Okay. Isn't that the way you
So for what little we've run his car, haven't really twisted it.
It's got
Now,
4.
you and Paul are the only ones that
Say Paul.
really ran the car the way the car should be.
No, when I ran it.
No, he
we
didn't
had a
even
fuel
either.
issue.
I know,
So
but-
I couldn't even get it up to speed.
I know,
So
but you
really
were
it's got-
still.
It's got one race on it, really. I won the heat
Well, I
race.
still haven't
on it.
changed my oil from last year.
Done. Think I went up your exhaust.
We're gonna ground too.
The exhaust itself.
Will it reach over there? No, I'll have to bring the loader over here.
Just move the belt.
Bring that loader over further. Please, more flavor.
You're bringing yours.
Yeah, after your spectacles. Turn that heat down to 4 and wire speed down to 3.
With us having extra hands, you're gonna want to snatch them and go full buckets. Bobby, come and pick his car up.
Now we're welding a piece on the exhaust right here. If you can see the little crack right there. Try to get a little closer. So Master Welder Tim is gonna go and he's gonna go and it's gonna be all nice and
So Steven's car, we had an issue on his. That full droop, the drive shaft was hitting the chassis, the frame. So we put a spacer in there to get the rear end over, because I found that out like 10:30 in the morning on race day. So we put a spacer in there, manufacturer's spacer, to get the rear end over. So we ran it like that for a couple of times, and then when Paul drove it, he realized it's tight because the rear end's too far over to the right. So we took that spacer out, and we had to cut a little wedge out of the frame so we could shift the rear end back over. So we did all that last night, remounted all the drive shaft tubes, took the spacer out, got the rear end back over where it's supposed to be. So we're gonna see what it does this weekend. Hopefully it'll loosen up a little bit.
hopefully. I mean, as fast as it is.
Unless you run it in 5th gear, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not enough.
It's not
I
enough.
need my helmet, Steven. And I
Your
need
helmet's back there in the car.
power me up, gas me up, and off we go. Gas.
And you're on 4 and 3.
Shot, see what she do.
So where are you painting?
Right at the boat drive shaft hoops.
Okay.
Texting me. Nobody. Just a shadow. Someone's stabbing my stomach. I'm a little bit taller.
You think you got it figured out?
I think we got it figured out. So, had a multitude of issues. We thought the fuel regulator was bad. We changed that, and we could get it to idle for more than a minute. It was stalling out. So we got it to idle, thought we had it fixed, took it to the track, and it just wouldn't fire right. I can get it going on top end, but it wouldn't fire right. And messed around with it, and couldn't find much else with it. Messed around with it a little bit more. Finally found the pickup tube, and the fuel cell was rotten. Anytime you turn the fuel pump on, it was just sucking it flat, like you put your finger over a straw and suck on it. Wouldn't get any fuel through it. We changed that, put a new pickup tube on it, thought we had it fixed, and got a surprise birthday gift from Candace Keeley, and got a free session out at Bubba Raceway Park in Ocala. Went out there, made about 4 or 5 laps, felt great. 5th lap, 6th lap, started falling off. 7th lap, barely limped it into the pits, doing the same thing. Can't figure it out. So we bring it back in, we check all the lines on it. All the lines are tight, it's not sucking air anywhere. The new pickup tube is still working good. And take it back out, make 1 lap, barely made a lap out of it. Came back in, spitting and sputtering, wouldn't do anything again. Bring it back in, we're looking around, we're checking it out. Checked all of our fittings again, not sucking air. We pulled the fuel line off. Here, I'll show you. Actually pulled the fuel line off of here, stuck it right into a tank of fuel. Thing ran like a scalded cat. Just could not miss a beat on it. So I figured, well, it's got to be something on the other side. I know the pickup tube's brand new. So just on a hunch, we took apart the brand new filter that we put in there about 2 weeks ago, and the cone was clean. I said, well, let me take this filter cone out, see what happens. We took the cone out. Sure enough, ran 15 laps, blistered the right rear tire right off of it, ran like a raped 8. Couldn't stop it. Brought it in, let it rest for about 30 minutes, took it back out again, same condition. Couldn't stop the car. It was just on fire. Turns out we had bought the wrong filter. They had a cone filter that was set for a carbureted engine, which only allows about 10 psi of fuel to run through it. Came in this little filter right here. It's a ceramic filter that goes on the inside of here. These engines require about 45 to 48 psi. That filter is only allowing about 10 psi to flow through it. We pulled the filter out, ran like you wouldn't believe. So I think we got the right filter in it now. It allows 135 gallons per minute at 70 psi. And we're gonna take it out this weekend and see if we can give them help, put them back in winter circle. That's all we can do. I think we got all the bugs fixed out.
Awesome.